I don't know, the ancient world was a lot more difficult world than we live in, and sometimes we call things a crisis that for them, they would have been like, really? That's a crisis? You had a crisis. That was your big crisis. And they're going, no, this is difficult for them. And so they are right in the middle of a hard time. And they were filled with this overwhelming joy. And what do you think it welled up in? Did it well up in, man, we'll pray for you guys, right? We'll pray for you, church at Corinth. We'll pray for the ministry. We can't really help right now, but we're going to pray. No, it says it welled up in rich generosity. Now, to me, that is at the heart of what God wants to do in each of our lives. He wants to come into every situation, and he says, I don't care if there's severe trial. I want you to have overflowing joy. I don't care if there's extreme poverty. I want you to be rich and generous. And then he continues to brag on them. He says, for I testify that they gave as much as they were able and even beyond their ability, entirely on their own. Again, Paul's going to the Corinth church and saying, man, this church is something. They are rich and they are generous, and not because they had excess and not because they had ability, but because of the joy they had in seeing what God was doing, that they even went to this place, that they even went beyond their ability. Now, why would anybody do that? Why would anybody do anything that was beyond their own ability? What he's saying is they made some kind of contribution. They made some sort of offering. He doesn't break down what that looks like, but he says they went into a place where they had to step out on faith, where instead of trusting in themselves, they had to trust in God, where they had to put confidence in him instead of putting confidence in themselves. They went beyond their own ability.